All right. Go!
Neutral button. No warrior now.
This Parks.
Microphone check 1, 2. What is this?
Neutral button. No warrior now.
Parks on the boards.
Yes!
Warrior now.
Chords with you?
This Parks.
Chords? Chords.
The-
Got my chords broken this weekend, Mo.
What is that?
On Sunday. Right before the Super
I'm
Bowl.
scared for you.
What is a chord?
That's a chord calling him right now. I know what it is. I'm in tap with my energy.
I'm doing a podcast. Leave me alone. This is how I feed my family. I'll call you back. Whoever this is.
What's a chord?
I'm so dramatic.
So, since we had a silly
That's how
moment.
you have a baby.
The
You know
umbilical
Rory
cord?
wanted a baby.
How you get your cord broken though? Like men getting their cords broken? What is that?
Hey, Joe, I can assure I didn't want the baby.
What does that mean?
So more. Relationships, whether there be friendships,
You can't be
romantic
gay.
relationships,
You can't be
or
in-
family,
not want to be-
people create chords within each other that have to do with energy.
What the fuck are you talking about?
We all create chords with no. Like, if you have a family member, they can create a specific chord with you that has to do, say, forgiveness.
talking about,
And they
like, with
want
the-
forgiveness from you, and they're sucking things out of your body, not knowing that, as long as your energy goes. So, I sat in my car in a Target parking lot, and I had an energy session with an energy healer
In a car.
Oh, you're in trouble.
on FaceTime.
In a
Face
Mazda.
down.
Wondering why his energy is off. Yo,
Okay.
It's a reliable car.
hey, energy healer. I'm feeling down in my Mazda.
Tell me more. I'm interested now. Tell me more.
So,
This is awesome, by the way.
no, I know. And I want you guys to continue to joke, but it was one of the craziest experiences of my entire life.
Where'd you get her number?
From
The clouds?
my friend Venus, and any Venus
course.
should give you this number.
The cord
Absolutely.
cutter.
And shout out to
Of
Venus.
course,
That's my
Venus.
Venus.
Yeah.
Love Venus.
Venus, we love
Venus
you.
is gonna
Yeah.
give you the energy shit.
Okay.
I think we all have a. Go ahead.
So Venus has this experience and felt crazy afterwards. Explains it to me, and I'm like, I'm interested in that. So I schedule something, and it takes a while because this woman is hard to get a appointment with, more or less.
She's cut
So
all the
I'm
cords.
thinking,
She's like the eyebrow lady.
yes,
Wow.
yeah, she was thinning my energy. So I'm thinking she has to, like, I have to meet her in person because energy, you'd imagine, like, they'd have to touch you or whatever to do that shit.
Sure.
And she's like, nah, I do this shit on FaceTime. I was like, all right, I'll PayPal you. So I didn't want to do it in my crib because I wasn't sure if the energy was great there.
You'll cash app her.
Cash App her. Of
Best
course.
app in the
Yes.
world.
Yes.
Yeah. Come on, it's connected, intertwined. The energy with PayPal and
She
Cash
ain't
App.
even
now.
peep.
Yeah.
So I just drive like 30 minutes before. I'm like, all right, let me just go find the back of Target. That's dark.
Yeah.
Mouths.
And just,
a dark place.
and just lay back, throw my little AirPods in. She's like, we don't have to look at each other, nothing. So we do a breathing exercise.
Oh, this is like my phone
Oh, this sounds like
sex.
one of my nights behind
It's
that
phone
Target,
sex.
dark Target.
We
I've
don't
been in the
look
car-
at each other.
in the car behind a
Breathe
dark
really
Target.
hard.
Yeah.
So I start to feel away. My eyes start flickering a bit.
That's what I do when I'm about to come
Yeah.
to.
Toes
I
curling.
start
Yeah.
rolling back.
Yeah, toes curling. I know.
Are you gonna make us edit this all out?
Then
Because
you
this
announce
sounds like
it.
a.
No, this was honestly a crazy experience. I'm just trying to make it lighthearted because this is a funny podcast.
Oh, sure.
And she starts going through the 6 chords I have in my body, some that I created, some that other people created. And I can go through some of them.
Do we have different amounts of chords? Each person?
Yes.
Okay.
I had 6 at the time. I have 77 evil spirits that carry with me every single day. I have 7 layers of bullshit on top of me, which my immune system was at 37%. It was 7s everywhere.
Check this out, energy reader. I got to run in Target. I'm going to call you back as soon as I get out, I promise.
You didn't feel comfortable doing this in the privacy of your own home?
I just wanted to do it away from any energy that may not be a place to have good energy at.
The central area. Yeah, I get you.
Just period.
Yeah, it makes a lot of noise.
But how's that relevant to Parks' question?
Because I don't know the energy that's in my house.
Yeah.
You've never had bad energy in your house before?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's when I say
roaches.
Paliente.
The worst energy I've had at
house.
Target is spending too much money.
Okay. I'm following you.
But jokes aside, once she started going through each chord, I swear to God, I was almost nauseous. Like I almost threw up in the middle of it. I could feel I had muscle spasms in my stomach.
Can I interrupt?
In my shoulders and my neck. I knew you guys were going to make fun of it, and I'm fine with that. It was one of the craziest experiences of my entire life.
Can I just ask a stupid question? I'm not trying to be funny,
This is on brand for you.
but I'm not trying to be funny. If I'm unsure of the energy in my house, so I head out to Target parking lot.
Well, that wasn't my end goal. I just drove. I was like, let me find another spot. And at Target, I just ran into a Target.
But you found a spot. I'm proud of you. So
I'm proud of you. There's no Targets around.
I am proud of you.
Somehow
There's a shady little spot.
Somehow it is you
asking-
hit your target joke in here somewhere. I don't know.
No, listen. No. I really have a question. So you're sitting there and you're getting the energy right, and she cut the cords and the evil shit.
Who said energy? Who said getting your energy right? It's learning about the energies that are in your body, and she's trying to break the cords within people. So, for example,
Does this help you poop at all?
no, I have a holistic doctor that I'm working on my fiber with.
Okay.
There you go. See?
No, I'm dead ass.
I knew his shit was gonna start clicking sooner or later. Go ahead.
Rory want to be Jamaican so bad. Holistic doctor.
I do.
Okay.
No, I like.
I'm with you. I'm still stuck on the
no, I think
chords,
it's-
fam.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Joe,
Break down the
he's on
chords.
joke time. I want to know about the chords.
Well, I think it's funny that he talked to Shorty that called into this podcast and isn't on board with this shit.
Rory with tattoo freckles on him.
Why would I have to?
He has
Fam,
freckles.
I have.
He has real freckles.
So,
Yes. Why would
There
he get
couldn't be more
tattoos?
freckles on me.
so what?
Yo, go ahead, man. I'm not listening to Joe. Go ahead with the chords. I want to hear about the chords.
Go ahead, me too.
I've been trying to get freckles off me.
Yeah. Go ahead with the chords. I want to hear about the chords.
Every summer they pop even more back up, and I'm like, all right, let me get the fuck out the sun.
Yo, boy, do I judge you chicks that put the makeup beauty mark right here. Like, stop doing
weird.
that.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's
we can
beautiful,
tell.
but it's fake.
We
Go
can
ahead.
All right, so I'll go through some.
A lot of fake things are beautiful.
6 unhealthy chords.
Wait, he wrote this down.
Yeah.
No, she sent me the notes.
We got notes.
She sent me
He
the
brought notes. He brought notes. Give us the chords. Let's hear it.
Ooh, notes comprise the chords.
And at Target.
Hey, I asked for him to pod. He podding.
Yeah.
So she sent me the notes.
Did you pay for this?
Yeah,
Was it expensive?
$150.
That's not bad.
I got that for the cords getting cut.
Yeah, tell me my chords.
And honestly, I'm telling you, I was nauseous. Like that was real.
I'm a C minor.
I've never been in a Target parking lot minding my business, and then all of a sudden felt like I was going to throw up.
Oh, we do that all the time when the card don't work.
That too. So the first one, won't say who it is, but symbolizing of forgiveness with a female family member.
Wait, they shitted on the Bank of America card before?
Of course, what? You crazy?
The Bank of America wasn't working?
Okay, you know how many times I've been, swipe that again?
the
Try it now.
Wait, hold on. Let me text them. Let me call them back.
That's the
Nah,
worst.
Yo,
Yeah,
have you
it's
ever
worse.
been in New York and said, yo, I'm traveling. That's why it didn't work. Let me call my bank.
Absolutely.
I said that in the Louis store one time.
Security started checking the shirts behind you. Like, yes, as soon as they give us the signal, we gonna tackle this nigga.
I'm traveling, sir. I got your ID. You live here.
Right.
So yeah, first one symbolizes forgiveness with a female family member. Says who it is. She created this chord asking your forgiveness. And it goes in the explanation.
Wait,
of what
she
it was.
knew names of people without you telling her?
Some yes, some I had to say and went through that she said no, and then I said the right one, and she knew right away and told me everything.
Okay.
And then physically, I was freaking out in my. It wasn't the mind shit. Like my body was. I was fatigued for. I slept like 18 hours yesterday.
So much.
That's
good-
why I didn't
good
reply to
work.
y'all texts when you were talking about the Thursday shit. I was knocked out, and I woke up this morning.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah, I think
She really
Joe
brought
thinks
some
this
shit
is
out.
funny.
No. I'm gonna hear more about it. I'm
This shit
waiting
was
for you to.
crazy.
No, get to it. I want to hear it.
Yeah, tell us about the chords. Keep going.
So yeah, that one, and then she tries to release that type of shit. Next one that was in my chest.
No, wait.
Here comes some bullshit.
No, I knew this was gonna be the reaction. I knew this was gonna be the reaction.
Yo, I hate this podcast. No one's laughing.
I assumed you guys were gonna laugh.
This is like
I didn't
when
bring this
talked
for y'all
about
to
Shorty
understand it.
Burning a cat, and y'all was like, "Nah, it's religion."
Actually, that adds into more
Yo,
what I'm saying.
You guys, yo,
She's
this
one of
is
your
your
chords?
shit, though. Rory left home, got in his car,
I went to a Super Bowl party.
drove to a parking lot,
Yeah.
and felt fatigued.
Rory, finish, man, because he gonna just keep joking.
This nigga.
I want to hear the rest.
Wait, y'all don't hear him saying, but not mentally, physically.
Yeah.
And
No.
she did it to me.
No, I thought going into it,
Hey,
honestly,
physically, she
I
did
know
it
you
to me
laughing
too.
and
I'm about
joking.
to shit on myself right now.
No, I'm gonna just ignore you and keep joking.
Maybe I'm one of the 77 energies.
No, you weren't. Actually, no, you weren't any. You weren't any chord. You weren't anything. Nobody. You're not
damn.
significant to me.
Damn it.
Sorry, Joe.
Fuck.
Yo, by the way,
Fuck me.
I'll tell you off mic who was a chord, which was nuts. But no, I thought going into it that it would be mentally taxing. No, it was all physical. Like my whole stomach was going fucking nuts. I could feel every energy moving. I could feel it being released when she was doing it. It was insane. Second one in my chest was
farted?
confidence. Mad times. Past mad gas. Got all the evil spirits out my asshole. Take that, Father O'Neill. He wasn't a chord. He wasn't a chord. He wasn't a chord. He wasn't a
Bro,
chord.
I'm waiting for you to get to it, man.
Second one that was in my chest was confidence, a female relationship. She created this to borrow confidence from me, to borrow reassurance for her life and her insecurities, and has been taking that out of my body every day of my life. Third one in my
I basically
chest.
did that.
Yo, give me $150 right now.
No.
Yeah, no,
We went through exactly who it was and went through the whole story.
I got some more to add. Cash at me $150 right now, so I can tell you about who's been borrowing confidence from your chest.
But Joe, you can't do that because you the same nigga that had somebody hypnotize you to stop smoking cigarettes, and you gave that nigga $300 to hug you, nigga. All that nigga did was hug you and whisper in your ear.
That was my mom. That was my mom.
It wasn't your mom hugging
Don't
you.
do that. Don't do that. Nah,
Yeah,
but you
Rory.
can laugh at me if at the end of that I was like, yo, why was I ever smoking?
No,
I lit one up at the end. Real nigga
that's
shit.
why I was laughing. That's why I was
Rory
laughing.
is saying that
felt
confidence is being stolen from his chest.
Yeah, I want to know
Yeah.
more about this. I mean,
You
don't think
think
that's real?
Rory harbors confidence in his chest?
as hard as there.
I could easily knock you out. I'm confident about that. I offer to fight you every week if you want to talk about confidence.
Right here. It comes from right here.
You better stop talking to me with the fiber pills like that. First of all.
Yo, finish the story,
Yeah,
man. I want to know
I'm
about the
saying,
chords, man.
I just think
This
it's
is
hilarious
great.
that he think a fiber pill don't mean his whole fucking face could get punched in.
I want to know
Rory
about the rest of the
Donald.
chords. Give me the rest of the chords, man. Tell me about the chords.
What did your neck harbor?
My neck didn't actually have anything. Back of my neck had some chakras that were kind of crazy. Forehead, symbolizing knowing and seeing, planning for the future with a male family member, says who it is. He created it, gives you his plans for the future, makes you fulfill what he wants because he doesn't think he can do it. A lot of hopes and dreams that he has given up and passed on for you to fulfill and is continuing to take those away from you.
Oh,
And
that's
li- and
that's just the
because-
story of white fatherhood.
Yo, what's
Yo, that-
Yo, shut up, man.
I thought the whites could accomplish anything.
Yo, what is he saying? That's white dads and inheritance.
Okay, so then she's right.
Hey, that's when they pass the family
Wait, let me
business
ask you something.
down the line.
Let me ask you something. How much information did you give her about yourself before she started?
Zero, not a single thing. She didn't even know my name.
Okay.
What'd she call you?
Well, I told her once, like, hello, I'm Rory. Once we started, like, but before then, no.
Okay.
Didn't ask my birthday till after. Nothing, none of that.
Oh, so no astrology.
no astrology.
That's interesting.
I want to get my shot.
Well, no, after the jokes, I can really tell you how crazy that
All right,
experience was.
so let me sneak this joke in. You might want to hit me with this one, but I'm gonna say it. So she said you're gonna take on the family business of drinking. Oh shit!
I didn't say that was my dad, though. You said that was my
I
dad.
see
That's
where
my
she's going.
inheritance too,
I see
Rory,
where
don't
she's
worry
going
about
with this one.
This nigga's an idiot.
Go her. Send her number my way. I'm talking all this
no,
shit,
I wanna-
but I want to go into it.
No.
I'm
I'm saying
absolutely
I'm
to get
reading.
my
I'm reading like really
neck
easy
chakra
stuff
read.
because for every single one of those chords,
Yo,
we,
read
got,
my
we,
book.
got, we got into like actual names and
So who was
exact
the- who was it?
situations.
So you
Who's the
believe
girl?
this and it's accurate? Oh, jokes aside, you felt like it was accurate when you finished.
Yes, not
Got it.
only off what she knew from everything, it was the physicality of the entire experience. Like, jokes aside, the physicality of what that took. At the end, she was like, do you have any questions? Because, you know, she's in tap with your body and go ahead, joke, whatever. She said, is there questions for your body? I was like, I can't take any more. I'm going to throw up in this car right now. Like, I was shortness of breath. And this is an hour and 15-minute session. and it weighs on you. Like, it's a really physical experience. Fuck the mental shit. She said the entire time at the top of the thing, she says, you don't have to tell me anything, say anything the entire time. If you want to chime in and give something that may help, cool. But you don't have to say a word. And even in the beginning, when that was happening, my body still was jumping. It was fucking nuts.
I wish
nuts,
girlfriends were like that. You don't have to say anything, just chime in. Like that would
They
be
don't like it when you chime in, actually. That's the complete
That would
opposite.
make a great relationship. Like, oh, girlfriend should be like that. Like, okay, don't say
opposite.
anything, just chime in if you want.
No, it was one of the crazier experiences of my life.
So how do you feel?
And
Though?
I've
Like,
been
do you
shot
feel
at.
like that was something that you
Not
needed?
intentionally at me. I just happened to be there.
You feel like that was something you needed?
I don't know yet.
Did she give a background, like what its base is, like a Buddhist thing or Eastern philosophy of some sort?
She
or?
gave me the reasons how she started and why she started, but I'm not going to tell her the story.
Okay.
That's what the $150 was for.
No,
I'm
that
not-
buck
I mean-
50 was something else. But
In the Target parking lot?
Yeah. All right.
I want to get my chakras read.
I like that.
That's cool.
Okay.
I honestly, I
sounds like a pretty
I would
cool
recommend
experience.
it to everyone in this room.
Do you feel like it helped you though?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
She said it's going to take me 2 days to even recover because I was wheezy this morning. Like, I was still felt really sick. Coming into this house, I still felt really sick.
No, Wayne was wheezy.
That's true. Wheezy F, baby. But yeah,
You,
I don't know.
phenomenal.
you were Rory still. You were wheezy Rory.
Well, I'm
You
glad
know
you
where
had
you got
that
the name from, though.
I'm glad you had that experience.
Yeah, it was interesting.
That sounds pretty cool, man.
Yeah, that's all.
I'm not paying $150 for my stomach to hurt though. I'm just my stomach. I can just eat some dairy and have the same emotions, same feelings.
Just look at your text.
Yeah, just get some ice cream and just sit in the car and fart. You know how I go.
All right.
Not for the $150.
Yeah. See, when I want to experience all of that, I just switch up the NBA players. You think she's fucking
You bring in a whole new five.
for real? Like,
That's crazy that
nah,
the starting
not-
five is your five
Damn,
chords.
Not, like, man, nah, not Bam out of Bayou. Come on, you gonna fuck Bam? You fucking Bam out of Bayou on me? You know he going crazy. Yeah. Why they laugh? Why don't these no boys laughing?
You letting Bam fuck you.
Bam out of Bayou going crazy in your queen.
That's wild.
That gives you a different feeling than when you imagine it's Jason Tatum. I kind of feel like I could survive that. Like I would mush him.
Yo, look at the names you got.
Like, nigga,
What you
move.
got to deal with, man?
Get out of my bitch way, nigga.
And look at what you believe in
Get out your
versus what I
bitch
believe in.
mouth.
Now Jason Tatum ain't stealing my bitch
Why not?
because I'm gonna push him out the way.
No, you not, nigga. You not just pushing that. Nigga. What's wrong
Ain't
with
no
you?
ain't no rim in my girl house, nigga. That's step
Oh, no,
back
it's a
means-
rim.
that's
It's a
step
rim in
back-
her house, all right. It's a rim. You
Just
ain't
tearing the rim up.
Oh, if you didn't know it was a
You
rim.
got blisters from the rim.
It's a few
Yo.
rims in your queen's house.
This
You
pod-
better believe it.
This pod come alive when it's joke on Joe time.
No, I'm just saying. You said it ain't no
Came
rims.
alive and it was joke on Rory
There's
time,
some
too.
rims. There's some rims around in your queen's house. Believe that.
You triggering me now.
Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to do that.
Because I'm the nigga get extra money buy the little baby rim to put on the door for the kids. You telling me Jason Tatum is teaching them on the baby rim I bought?
He's really good at what he does.
He dunking on my rim?
Oh man, all over it.
A nigga with baby hairs ain't stealing no bitch from Joe.
Okay.
I tell you that one
Sure,
now.
that's happened
Sorry.
already.
Aaron Donald don't have baby hairs.
Okay.
Jason Tatum, different story, buddy. I'll pull right up to Boston and have a talk with him.
You can pull up.
Huh?
Good. Good if you think that nigga ain't knocking him, he ain't knocking him down. And I don't know that about Jason Tatum. He's probably happily married. I don't know.
Who's stealing yours though? Michael K. Gilchrist?
Nah.
A bus is stealing your shit.
Nah.
nigga that got drafted too high. Stealing your. Who else got drafted too high?
Not me. I ain't got none.
Michael
They can have
Porter,
him.
Michael Porter Jr. pulling up on your queen.
He might be.
With a high top curly fade,
he
nigga.
he might
Talking
be.
about, yo, coach said next year is mine.
Yeah, he might be.
She ready to take things to the next level with Michael Porter Jr. on you, nigga. You
Listen,
podding
I
still.
ain't
Shut
got
up.
a queen, so it's all good.
Shut up, nigga.
They all for fun.
You in there watching the Denver game with your queen. Jamal
Yeah.
Murray hit her right after the game.
What type of women you think I be talking to? Man?
Somebody Jamal Murray talked to.
Nah.
No? Get it?
I don't play in them streets, man.
Chicks that like malls.
There you go.
Yeah, I meant to tell y'all, excuse me, earlier when y'all were talking about Malcolm and Marie. That's the name of the movie, Malcolm and
Yep.
Marie?
Yeah.
Which I only didn't see because I've been spending my time getting caught up on shows that I missed. or still on this dock wave, right? So still on the dock wave, over the weekend I watched the Hector Camacho story on Showtime.
Okay.
Damn, what is it called?
Rest in peace to the legend.
Yes, rest in peace to Hector Camacho. I'm watching that story, and it was a lot I was unfamiliar with. So it comes on, and where the fuck is the whole doc based out of? Where's Hector Camacho from? Washington Projects.
Yeah, he's from New York.
That's my projects. Well, my dad's projects. Whatever projects that was, Spanish Harlem. The whole shit is filmed. All the footage is from my project. So now I'm glued to this shit. And I'm watching it. It's a really good story. Check it out if you haven't seen it, the Hector Camacho story on Showtime. But boy, did that make for a great breakfast with dad the next morning. I had all the jokes in the world to my father. Pop, you and your project buddies, because all they was talking about in the doc was Hector Camacho, he was having street fights every day outside. I mean, 4 and 5 guys handling them, beating them up. Jewelry on, he was the flyest guy out there. Man, I saw my dad and said, yo, dog. Yo, was you that? Yo, was you that nigga or nah?
He's pressing Hector every day.
Tell me about the head up.
I said, yo, you let Hector Camacho walk around the whole hood, beating niggas up, wearing jewelry and shit? What was up with you, man?
Yeah.
And then that unlocked like a whole world of stories from my dad of the hood before I was there. Because he's like, who's Hector Camacho? Tell me but once he got familiar, he's like, oh, that's such and such brother. Oh, okay. So now they get to talking. And he's like, Hector Camacho, he said, used to have fights every day, and he was in the streets. Like, see, that's the part they didn't really say. Yeah. And he was in the streets. He was moving and shaking. So my dad is telling me, yeah, he used to be with let's make something up. No Arms Daryl, who controlled all the work in the hood, but he didn't have any arms. And his brother, named Lion, was the enforcer.
Sounds like
and Lion is one of these gentlemen is Spank's dad. Spank is at my house, cousin Spank. Y'all see him? Yeah. So one of these guys is Spank dad. I never knew
Allegedly.
none of this, right? So he's telling me this whole story, and I'm like, wait. So I'm like, now I'm intrigued. I'm like,
that shit is the most interesting shit.
This is so intriguing
like the
to
politics
me.
Of,
yeah. I said, so you knew some of the dudes that was running around, and like, how did that work? He said, well, I never knew nothing about the West Side. Like, I moved up here, and your granddad, we was East Side. We didn't even know a West Side of Harlem existed. So he starts telling all these stories about when crack came out, and it wasn't in a hookah pipe. It didn't look like a hookah. He said when it first came out, you had to ride around in the car, and it was in a bowl. So now I'm glued to this story because, like, imagine when crack first came out and you get high. As niggas that get high, this sounds interesting. Yeah. You riding around, the cops is pulling you over, and you got a big-ass bowl in your car.
Full of cocaine.
Doing crack. So I'm like, but wait, Pop, so if these niggas was getting all the money and you was on drugs, how was you getting money? You had to be, like, you was broke, move, nigga. And he said,
Yeah, I was smoking too.
Numbers. I said, what do you mean? He said, well, remember, Joey, there's no cell phones.
Yeah.
There's no cell phones and there's no internet. There's none of that shit.
Right.
So I lived at the Port Authority because what do people do when they finish traveling? You don't have a cell phone. When you land, you got to call somebody.
You gotta make a call, yeah.
So all of us, well, not us because it wasn't me, but the Chinese people, because it was whatever time in China when it was over here, like there was lines all day long. So you stand by the phone, you memorize the whole card number and the code, and now you take that and you hustling it to all the people that land and blah, 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 blah. So he's like, imagine getting one of those numbers wrong, or imagine having to memorize those numbers by a phone.
Right.
So we did that, and that's how we got money. And
Yo, hustling before the internet is...
And I'm sitting there like...
Crazy.
Wow.
There was mad different hustles.
Hell yeah.
There was mad different hustles before the internet.
Fam, we go to jail today and don't know who to call
Word.
because the number's in our phone.
Yeah.
And that really fucked me when I got locked up in New York, where you could only dial New York numbers.
Yeah.
Only number I knew by heart is my mom, 201 whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the only number I know about.
I was twisted in that jail. But yeah, it's just interesting hearing about some of the scams as they were invented or when some of these things started rolling out, or who was the man in the hood versus who wasn't the man. Like, it was just real amazing off that Hector Camacho story. Check that doc out if you
Showtime,
haven't
you
seen
said?
it. It's on Showtime.
I will watch that for sure.
It's macho time. It's macho time, huh? I didn't like the end of that story.
I have to
Yeah.
watch the doc.
Yeah, it's
Tragic ending.
He got shot in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
I mean, I know what happened to him, but I didn't see the actual doc for more information on it.
Yeah, but it wasn't like, or they didn't explain it to be so calculated. It was like somebody picked him up, he went to Puerto Rico, somebody came, shots was fired, he died. Like, nah, I need a little more than
There's
that.
probably
man.
something else to that.
Well, probably so.
Yeah.
Probably so. Yeah, but I hear a lot of stories like that. I hear a lot of stories recently about, or maybe I'm seeing a lot of stories where wrong place, wrong time. Your man just come pick you up to take a ride, and it's something going on that you don't know about.
Yeah, that's the shit I don't like.
That
That's why
happens
you gotta
pretty
always
often.
ask what people are
But
into.
that's not common.
Yeah, it's not. But that's
not
why you should
common.
know who's around you, because their problems become your problems if we all standing here in the car or sitting in the car together driving around. Whatever they got going on, you now in line with that. Even if you don't have nothing to do with it. If the dudes that he got an issue with see us at this light right now or wherever we get out, it could be a problem for me as well. That's
But
why you
sometimes
always
your
gotta ask
man
people
don't
what they
even
got
know it's a
going on.
problem.
I mean, that's very rare though. People know when they got heat on their shoulders.
Or sometimes you know that your man's got some shit going on, and you're like, man, I'm out
Exactly.
here.
When I
Exactly.
almost got my head blown off, I had no idea that there was an issue with anybody in the world.
Yeah, I don't think that's
Really?
that uncommon.
That was just a random.
No, maybe not. But I didn't know. I'm in a group of 30.
Okay.
So maybe there was something pre-existing there.
Oh,
but
so- yeah.
I wouldn't have known.
Right, but you
and
that's what I'm
nobody
saying.
told me.
That's what I'm saying. But you being there with people that have issues with other people, that's your issue now as well.
Yeah, that would have been a scary way to go out.
Fucked up way to go out.
Yeah,
I
word.
don't want to go out over somebody else's shit.
Knock on wood. Yeah, those are the two times. That me almost getting my head blown off, that would have been a bad way to go out. And that one left turn that the thotty girl was trying to make into the gas station that I told y'all about one time, right?
I don't think so. I remember that one.
A random
I know the
night,
first one.
me, Johnny, and some thotties. Random night, me, Johnny, and some thotties. I'm living over there at Edgewater, over there. The thotties come pick us up. Night of fun, Saturday night. Yo, stop and get some cigarettes. Going to the gas station. The driver, I don't know this girl, busts a hard left to get in the gas station with a truck coming.
We've all had
I'm the
some-
passenger.
Yeah.
She didn't like, it wasn't like, whoa, that was close. It was like, well, you shouldn't have made that turn.
Yeah.
I looked to the side. He couldn't stop. He just kept going.
Yeah.
Barely missed the back of this car.
Cars
And
are the scariest shit in the
my
world.
life flashed before my eyes, and when it did, I was saying, horrible way to go out.
Cars
I don't
are the
know this
scariest
girl.
shit in the world.
I don't know this girl. I'm just trying to have some fun on a Saturday night, and she's a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Gotta go.
Cars are scarier than anything else combined, except for maybe cancer.
All the
Cancer, I might have a couple weeks.
I'm of the belief.
Cars, I got a split second.
Yeah.
I've slammed into a telephone pole.
I'm
before,
I'm of the belief.
wrapped around it.
And granted, I love the elements more than the average person. But I'm of the belief that all of the most beautiful things in this world are also the scariest things in this world. I thought I said this last week on this pod. Because somehow I got to thinking about how beautiful it is below the ocean, which also would terrify me if I had to be below the ocean.
Sure.
And then I looked up and thought the same thing up there. Boy, it's beautiful looking at my amazing view in the clouds and so forth and so on. But the higher I go, if I have to stay up there, boy, that could be scary. I follow some animal pages. I follow a page on Instagram called Nature is Metal.
Okay.
Nature is metal. All they show is nature killing nature. These animals, to me, are the most beautiful animals in the world. On this page, they only show them killing each other.
Yeah.
And they explain that this is what it's like to live in nature. This is everything is normal. And I love that page because all of the comments, they
Definition
seem
of
like
nature.
informed. Look at the fam.
That's nature.
Yeah, it is.
It is the most beautiful, horrifying thing, and I'm glued to it.
Oh no, I joke. I joke with Baisley all the time. I mean, she doesn't say anything back to me, but I laugh. I'm like, yo, your little cute ass would be the greatest quick snack ever if humans didn't exist.
Facts.
If you had to run outside, Baisley, you would be just a quick little. You'd be a great Lay's chip for a second. Like you're too cute to even exist anywhere in real nature.
Yeah.
You're here because humans exist.
I don't know why humans act like we so far removed from nature when we
What?
hear
We
stuff
are-
like this. Like,
no,
I
we
do
are
believe,
nature.
I believe
That's why I said this is
humans
regular.
eat humans
Yeah.
too. I believe it.
You say what?
I believe humans eat humans.
Yeah, it's called
Cannibalism.
Yeah. But listen,
No, stop. No,
This-
stop. That's the word when they want to make it horrible and dramatic and a horrible thing and illegal and against the law. That's the word. Cannibalism. That's not the word when they trade it. And I believe that they also trade human meat and traffic human meat the same way they traffic every other meat. It's not
Okay.
cannibalism there.
I don't know that to be true or false, so I'm not going to argue on that. But I'll say this makes way more sense to me. That page of
Cannibalism
all
is
these,
pretty rare with species in general.
Yeah, the thing with that nature is they're eating
some degree.
for survival.
That's what I'm saying.
They're
This
killing
makes
for
way more
survival.
sense to me. And granted, humans do kill for survival in certain cases, but not in this degree. Like I doubt that there's animals that kill animals and just let them rock. Like I just killed them to kill them.
No, gorillas do that. Gorillas don't eat meat at all. If they
Yeah,
kill
cats in general.
you, if they kill you, it's just to kill you. They only eat plants.
So
The
cats
page-
don't kill to eat.
Gorillas? No, they don't kill to eat.
No. I'm talking about anything. Period. I'm saying the way we kill things, like humans have killed.
Oh, look what I
Yes.
sparked here.
Huh?
Word.
Look what I sparked here.
I like
humans have killed animals for sport, just to shoot animals. We fish for the fuck of it.
You never seen cats? You never had a cat?
We kill humans sometimes not for survival, for the fuck of it. Like
Yeah.
Cats do it
yeah,
for fun.
that's what I'm saying. That
Cats
nature,
kill. House cats kill shit for fun.
We're not talking about house cats.
Yeah.
We're talking about the jungle.
all right,
True.
all I'm saying is, for the most part, nature with animals makes way more sense than what we do as humans.
And the page
way
always at the end of the caption drop a little nature animal bomb on you, like, imagine if you only got to eat the things that you killed with your face and hands only. I'm like, yo, man, yo, you right.
I'll fuck a chicken.
Yo,
up.
you right, yo.
What else would you kill something with? As a human?
A weapon. I think it was the implication.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'll fuck a
even if
chicken
you have a
up.
weapon, you're still using your hands. But okay, I get it.
No, that's a little different.
Yeah, bare hands is totally
Bare hands.
different.
Like, I be watching some of the alligator murders, like when alligators get to eating
Alligators,
shit,
yeah.
and it's terrifying.
They're quick coming out that water, boy.
Quick.
Yo, I saw this one video,
Fucking swimming
man.
like-
This tiger must have been really thirsty, but knew that the water was there, but it was a hill.
Yep.
And she stuck a little head in there, got a little sip, peeked around, got a little sip, and this big ass gator jumped out of there at the speed of light. I watched this shit a million times, and the lion didn't stand a chance trying to get back up the hill. And I'm always impressed by that because them niggas can't move their necks but so much.
Yeah. Well, they just drag you in.
Yeah,
Drown
drown
you.
you. Yeah, they drown
But
you.
then I seen one of them eat like a horse, like the way they can expand their,
Oh yeah.
like it's just
They're actually pretty fast.
the
on land,
pythons
Some-
too. Like you see,
They're fast as shit.
Some of them can walk
Yeah.
on two legs and like really book it.
No, those are the scariest fucking things on earth.
funny
Well,
conversation.
They say gators haven't evolved for like 300 million years or
They're
something.
one of the
stupid like
oldest
that.
animals,
So
period, on earth.
that little whatever they got going on is pretty efficient.
Let me tell you something, man. I'm not gonna be here the day that this happens, but one day you humans will have to face the elements or nature.
Well, nature's always going to win.
No shit, but the time in Earth hasn't gotten here where we get to be face to face like a real Jurassic Park. Like, you got to handle some of these niggas.
Humans are very.
I'll take it further.
Humans are very.
I think that that's coming at some
No,
point.
I think
Humans
the
are
way
super
animals
arrogant.
have evolved from dinosaurs, whatever, and how they've adapted to certain things, they're going to start adapting to cities. And
Look
it's going to
at-
get real scary for us.
Look at the coronavirus alone. Like that's nature whooping our ass real quick.
We're probably gonna need nature when the humans make the robots take over.
Facts.
This shit is gonna be so lit 200 years from now.
Or terrifying.
Nah, that's litty.
As long as I'm
Yeah,
not
That
here to
is
see
so lit to me. Are you
get your cords
kidding
cut.
me?
it, I don't want to be here to see it. So yeah, let it be 200 years.
I don't think it'll happen.
You
all
just
that
want to
time.
be here for the good stuff, like the LeBron wins, huh?
It ain't no good stuff here right now. This shit is crazy right now too.
LeBron just won.
Okay, outside of that,
Mo, do you know what's going on now? I don't think what's going on now is nothing in comparison to if the elements just get mad.
I understand that, which is why I don't want to be around when that happens.
He's a Republican.
see
He doesn't agree
2020?
with.
Yeah, like I don't.
The
with global
virus.
warming.
The virus came.
Did you see the day after tomorrow?
Right.
Yeah, but that's
That's
like
What's my man's name? Not Nicolas Cage.
whoever he is. Shout
the
out to
other
him
guy?
because I wouldn't
That
have went and
motherfucker
picked
walked-
my daughter up.
That motherfucker walks from. He walked from DC to New York in the snow.
yeah,
In like an hour.
Son. Yeah, get his son.
Hey, little Bradley would have had to die where he stands.
Yeah. Hope you can make it.
Fam, it was fucked up. He was still trying to get cell phone service on the trip.
Yeah,
He fell in the mall.
I enjoyed that movie. I
No, it
enjoyed
was a
Day
good
After
movie. It
Tomorrow.
was a good movie.
I'm sure we have important stuff to get to. Come on. I just dicked around for a little bit. Pause.
No, that was good. That was a good little.
I liked it.
Yeah.
Yo, rappers retiring, man.
Our NPR audience should like it.
Yeah. But if we weren't like deforesting shit, the coronavirus probably would have never happened. You know what I'm saying? Going into fucking caves and eating bats and tearing down shit.
I'm just enjoying that.
That's just a small taste of them being like, nah.
Every week they tell me what.
I don't want to eat a bat.
Every
Me either.
every week they tell me what podcast we're not. Like, it's almost getting fun to me now. Like when we do a bad sports thing, y'all are not a sports podcast. When all the political stuff happened, I don't want my politics from you guys.
Yeah.
When the stock shit started happening,
Suck my
oh
dick.
my God. If I wanted stock talk, I would listen to stock talkers.
Yeah.
So now I'm sure they're going to.
Well,
If I wanted to hear about the dinosaurs in the jungle, you guys are not the Discovery Channel.
we
So?
can get into our immune system if you want.
Okay, fine. You guys are right. Bow wow. Bitch.
If you want the Bow Wow news, the JBP.
let
that's
me
the
warm
place
them
to
up.
be.
Let them know what Bow is up to now.
Shad.
Yo, Bow Wow's a legend, man. Let's just start there.
He is a legend.
He's a legend.
I agree with you.
So
He is
we
a
have
legend.
to
I
make
totally
sure we
agree with
give
you.
Bow Wow his flowers. Bow Wow is an undeniable legend in our culture.
One of my uppity family friends, like, had money for a long time. Family friends.
Mm-hmm.
Was on the phone with me and my mom one day, and he said, "Hey man, you know Bow Wow?" Thought that was an odd question.
They asked your mom if she knew Bow Wow?
He was asking me.
Oh, okay.
I've never spoken hip hop with this person. Didn't even know they listen to hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you know Bow Wow? Yeah, why? He said, I think he lives in the same building as me, man. I said, oh, okay, cool, man, pretty awesome. He said, no, it's not.
Yeah, I don't want no rappers.
He said, he's a terror. I said, well, what do you mean?
He's running amok.
Oh, it's loud music every night, women,
Yeah,
traffic in and out.
yeah,
Allegedly.
I'm in my head. I'm saying,
yeah.
it's a legend.
Legend.
I said, but damn, I could never live in there with that.
Yeah.
That's what I said. But in my head, I said,
It's so funny how you change
Legend.
your tone when you're talking to someone like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, oh, take down the property value.
Yeah, yeah. Because I don't want everyone to know how ignorant I can be.
Yeah.
I
So
think
the
world
proper
knows.
response there is, "You're kidding me." That's
But you also
happening.
just don't want to get in like a deep argument with them about basic human shit. I
Like
want to
Bow
avoid
Wow.
this conversation.
Like Bow Wow living in the same building.
Nah, he's got money. He can afford it. He can do whatever the fuck he wants to.
That's a fact.
I don't want to get in that argument with you.
Yeah, but that's not how they view it though.
Nah,
They don't
slow
want to.
down.
They think that they get money to move away from the noise.
Right.
And,
now
and
when you-
building residency is
you
different.
guys.
I need my neighbors need to relax sometimes.
Let me just jump in.
See, I don't really care. My neighbors can do whatever the fuck they want, so they don't bother me.
Let me get my
Yeah.
Republican take off.
It depends though on who the neighbor is.
Now that I've
Definitely
been on both
depends.
sides of it, I've been the guy to blast the speaker at all times of the day.
I'm that guy.
So the cops could come all times of the day.
Yeah.
And while that was happening, saying, damn, I know these white people don't want this black guy moving over here to blast the music at all times of the day. Like they moved over here to get away from me. But now that I'm on the side where I don't really blast music like that,
You got rid of the Bose?
I get it. No, I still got it.
Ah.
That's just not what my lifestyle calls for today. So I don't do it. Now I still blast music. It's just not to the extent that I used to.
See, my opinion
But boy,
is,
I would be angry if somebody lived around me that behaved the way I used to.
I blast music, so my neighbors be loud upstairs. I don't really care. As long as you don't infringe on my shit, have a fucking blast. Make as much
You know-
noise as you want. I'll sleep through all that shit.
But you know what I've noticed about me? I was
That's
never
different.
I was
Hold up.
never a fan of loud music in the house like that. I don't understand why it has to be that loud for me to enjoy it. That's just always been. This is not a getting older thing.
You're
as a
better than
15-year-old. No, I'm just saying. As
You're
a
just
15-year-old,
better than us,
I would
is what the
never
problem
turn
is.
like the system all the way up and knock that shit in the house. Like
It
that.
depends.
Depends
Like
what I'm
when we be in
listening
a
Is it
car,
4 a.m. and is it all we do is
I don't care what time. I just
What
when
we
it's
do
too
is wrong?
loud, it's like, fam, I can't even enjoy this shit. Like my homeboy, back in the late '90s,
Yeah.
everybody had the system in the back of the Honda hatchback.
solo barracks?
It's like, fam, the
Kickers.
bass is so
12-inch
loud.
subs.
It's like, fam, you can't even enjoy this
Don't
shit
do
like
that.
this.
You had the eights.
yeah, no,
Nah, hell
you gotta have a well
You had
balanced
eights in
system.
the trunk.
That's a
Yeah,
different
it's like, yo,
conversation.
fam, it feels like I'm at a
Well,
concert and I'm right at the speaker. Like,
It's a
you
different
can't enjoy
conversation.
that.
Yeah.
You
You can't
had
enjoy
eights
that
too.
shit.
Y'all had eights, man.
But when your
Shut up.
system is
That's-
nice
y'all trunks wasn't
and I'm
knocking.
drunk, I want to turn that shit up.
But if you have a nice system, you should also have enough space
That's true.
to where you're not right under the speakers.
That's true.
That's all I'm saying. Like, I just can't be in a house
Yeah.
and a crazy sound system is inside the house and the house is only like a 3-bedroom house. It's like, fam, we right here.
I don't.
Now, if you have an estate, that's different.
Well, that was what I was going to say to Parks. I don't think that this rule applies until you hit a certain amount in rent or mortgage or taxes.
Okay.
Like anytime I went to my dad's, the Spanish music up, down, side to side, all day long.
And even in
that's
those
just the
cases,
vibe.
people are they don't like that though. They
But-
will call the cops.
Really?
Even in the absolutely.
I've never seen the cops
because
come.
because even in the hood, like coming from the Bronx, I grew up. They used to have these speakers on the fire escapes, and they used to be going all night. But people in the building were still working class people. They had to get up at 6:30, 7 a.m.
Right.
It's 2 a.m. on a Wednesday, and y'all still banging music. Like people would call the cops. Now, granted, you think that we in the hood, everybody is like whatever. No, people got to still work and get up, and that's the only thing it is. Just like you're disturbing me.
Yeah. See, I
After-
could sleep. I grew up.
Yeah, I
My
don't
parents
think- yeah.
blasted music, not like crazy, but and my sisters had parties. I sleep through any fucking thing. That shit don't bother me.
That was more a weekend thing in my house.
Yeah.
The music came on the weekends.
Yeah.
I just shouldn't have been living like that when I was doing it.
This is what I was trying to tell you. bro.
Depends on
I
how.
shouldn't have been living
It
like
depends
that.
on what you're playing, how loud you're playing it, and when you're playing it. I guess, but
Not to me.
Joe was playing Slaughterhouse
Not to me.
at 5:30 in the morning
On a Monday.
at obscene levels, and it's like, fam.
In a residential area where they had to work. Like,
Yeah.
I was just.
I know my upstairs neighbors.
And my
used to
thing, here's
hate
my
me.
thing with Joe. I used to be like, yo, fam, just go in the basement.
Right.
Like, why you got to take all the sound system outside and now the entire community care? If you go in the basement and play that shit,
I
Well, that's
wanna
why.
hear
That's
my
why
music
when
outside.
when I was looking
Yeah.
for a new apartment, I wanted a duplex, so I can at least have a floor in between
yeah.
whoever. You know what I'm saying? Because my last place, and once I moved upstairs, I understood because the music, you could hear every fucking word we were saying.
It's just being considerate.
Okay, well
It's
now
been
Bow
a-
Wow
Let me
retired.
just say to you, it's been a gradual lesson for me learning how the world views things. Like stepping outside of myself, like and all of that. You're absolutely right. Why the fuck are you outside blasting the music? Like that doesn't make sense. But at that age and that headspace, you don't care about the world.
You get it. I get it.
You're into yourself. I don't care how that affects other people, and I'm
but
going to
you
bump
know-
my head on the wall until I grow up enough to learn the lesson that says, "Fam, we should consider other people."
and now you realize that's all your
And
neighbors were trying.
we don't need the police here
That's
every
all-
hour.
That's all your neighbors was trying to do. They were just trying to get you to see it from that
And
part.
you don't need to resist the police when they get here every hour. And you don't like this just but that, and for me, that is the beauty of life. Like being on both sides of the fence at one point and the other. Like living this way at one point then looking back at it like, oh shit, I might have been. Shit was wild. Like you've been being wild, being not wild.
But see, for me, a
That's
lot
the
of that
beautiful
too,
part
Joe.
about it.
A lot of that during that time for me, I didn't like that because I know the neighbors expected us to act like that. They expected us to be out there playing music all out, have girls naked jumping in the pool 5 a.m. They expected that. So whenever I know people expect like just a certain type of behavior from you, I like to show them like, nah, fam, I know how to be civil. We know how to be considerate of the community and neighbors too. Like, don't just think that because we're young black men living here that it's gonna be a bunch of fucking noise and disturbances every day.
See, I didn't always know how to be civil.
Right, and then, but that's what I'm trying to
I've
tell
been
you.
rebellious my
Your
entire
neighbors,
life.
it's not that
That's
the
you,
neighbors
though.
did
That's
not
you.
like you. They was just like, fam. Like, you got to remember, people were always in that part of their life where they partied. Like, those neighbors in that community, they probably used to be terrorists when they were growing up.
Right.
But when you reach a certain age and you got kids, you got to get up in the morning and your wife got to go to work and the baby just fell asleep. And then it's like, come on, fam. I know y'all want to have fun, but goddamn, at a certain hour, can y'all like taper that shit down a little bit?
That's why you can be civil and have naked women in the pool and music. Just at a civil
At a
time.
You know what the
Civil
key is? Just turn the
time.
bass down.
That's
the
it.
bass is the only thing that really travels.
That's it.
Turn the bass down.
That's it. And whisper while you're naked.
I do think there might be some different magic in this new Parks house, man.
It's a good space, man. It feels good.
The fuck has gotten into these guys?
Well, I'm on the
I've been spending 4 years trying to figure out how to get us to talk about some of the stuff you guys just discussed in the last 30 minutes. You guys
About
did it.
noise ordinances.
You guys did it so effortlessly.
noise ordinances.
You guys,
We could have tackled
Yes.
noise ordinances last summer, Joel. I just got to tell you,
y'all,
got to be
y'all
honest.
did that so effortlessly.
Still have a warrant
Maul
in
didn't-
Edgewater because of it.
You didn't look down at your phone once, buddy.
I was just on my phone.
I didn't see
I
it.
was checking my fantasy lineup. I'm getting killed, but it's okay. I'm getting hammered. Mashed potatoes.
Can you stop saying that?
Don't give Joe PTSD.
How come when Atlanta niggas say buddy, somebody's about to die?
Oh, it's a different buddy.
Yeah, it's a different buddy.
There's many different buddies.
That's not like they buddy me.
New York
me
says
Ian
buddy
hit each other.
and then someone's still
It depends
gonna
on
die
who's
too.
buddying you, man. It depends on who's buddying you.
Like when Ian hits me, hey, good morning, buddy.
That's-
hey, morning,
Yeah.
buddy.
No,
That's a
but
fr-
Ian,
that's a
if
friendly
Ian,
buddy.
If Ian say, "Hey, buddy, how you doing?" Now, if a cop comes up to me and say, "Hey, buddy, how you doing?" I know I'm going to jail.
Yeah.
See, it's a difference.
Or
Once
if you're at
cops
the
get-
bar and some random guy says, "Hey, buddy," it's about to
It's
it's
a
about to
fight.
happen.
Yeah, anytime chief, boss, pal, buddy,
Chief?
friend.
Chief, don't call me chief.
There's a lot of fighting words.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's we spoke about that. Whenever your homeboys be like, "Nah, you know, it's you, boss." Fam, I'm your man. Don't call me boss. Don't. What's wrong? We could talk. Like, tell me how you feeling. What's on your mind? Don't call me boss.
chief is rough.
It's your world, boss.